everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Dead Cells. Thank you for the support. On the previous episodes, we have been making progress and making a fool of ourselves. I have unlocked some new things. I'm going to go a little fast here just so I have a chance to make timed doors. But I've been playing a little bit on the NLSS. Like, I think on... Excuse me, I got so close. The bow was prior to the man, but the arrow missed him because it went through his body. That's absurd, but hilarious. We played it on Thursday's NLSS. So there is... Do we have a chance to miss with this bow or something? Is this like a devil's bovacid or something? Don't even try it, buddy. I don't know, I can't remember if we unlocked new things, but we definitely are like very, very close to unlocking the 4th level of the potion. Nah, I don't really like base level Frost Blast. Not super invested, that was terrible. Dude, people in the comments are like, why do you keep dying to the shield man? Yo, if I knew that, I'd be a very powerful man. Why do I keep stubbing my toe on the edge of the bed, you know? Why is water wet? Why is the sky blue? I don't know the answer to all these questions and more in life. I'm not really worried about the time doors. I kind of like, I want to nip that in the bud here. Because people might be like, well, you said you were going to go to the time doors. And then you're, you know, grinding out enemies that you might not have to worry about at all. In actuality. And you got a good point there. The time doors, as far as I know, are just treasure focused, so I'm not really overly concerned. Yeah, I'll pay for that for certain. I'm not really overly concerned about that. Should I pay 3,000 for a respawn? I mean, seems like highly great. But we could use that to instead buy stuff to make this run better, like a damage bonus. That also fires a volley of arrows. Bow and infinite arrows I don't really care about. Magnetic grenade with plus 15% damage strikes me as good. And then, if the world is truly our oyster, maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to buy the damage boost as well. I'm also, I'm more invested in shields than I used to be, but I'll admit that I love the infantry bow. I'm going to explore this floor more because I want to buy the magnetic grenade if possible. Learning, like, building good habits as well. Making sure that we actually try to use the teleporters whenever it's appropriate. Flammable sword 1. We don't have anything that does flammable damage. By the way, when I said buy magnetic grenade, what I meant is buy damage boost. And well, I'm talking about making good habits. Recognizing items by the proper identification is probably a sensible choice. Okay, this is just that way. We might not be able to get the extra 800 gold necessary here without finding, you know, a plethora of secrets, but... My favorite Harry Potter film, by the way. We're gonna look regardless because we can. Do a little mummy rubbing. That's a heavy crossbow, but by and large, I actually think... Okay, well, that's fair. I mean, it is a short level here. We're gonna go back to where the Promenade is. And then we'll go to the... Well, I don't think we need... I think we just have to go to the Fjord. The ossuary is like the hard mode. I don't think there's any need for us to go to the ossuary until we make more progress from the Fjord. I think I've basically got the game figured out, at least with respect to that. We might as well unlock the whip. This is a blueprint that I found on Thursday's show. Whip 2, damage 10%, fires an arrow upwards. But whips are, sorry, whips are ranged weapons. So we'll replace our infantry bow. Wow. I mean, it looked cool as heck. And it's got incredibly long range. I think it's a ranged weapon anyway. Like, the electric whip certainly takes the place of a ranged weapon. In most archetypes, at least, so. Bad damage on my part. It like, did exactly the same thing again there. I don't know, I liked being able to get the guaranteed crit with the infantry bow, but maybe when we encounter, like, wide swaths of enemies, we'll start to appreciate this a little bit more than we do at the present moment. That seems completely conceivable. But we're still learning a lot. So my basic understanding of how Dead Cells works at this point is that... nah, I'm not paying for Electric Whip or Lightning Bolt at this point. Save your money and buy a second skill, I think. By whatever means necessary, for now, our goal is to get to the Fjord. And then at the Fjord, you beat that, and you get to the graveyard, at which point you may face another boss. I can't recall. Okay. Frantic Sword 2 and Cluster Bomb 2. It's got a cluster of biters as well, so I think that Cluster Bomb 2 is definitely where we want to go with this, because now we have 2 spammable things. And no money, which is actually kind of where we want to go. Nick and Robert, I gotta be honest, they keep talking down to me. They keep going, oh, why would you ever worry about gold? Again, eventually you'll get to the point where, like, gold doesn't matter at all. I'm thinking, you know, they think they're hot stuff. Maybe the actual case as it happens is that these guys aren't spending gold as often as they should. Okay, that was, like, not a good use of our roll. I won't deny, they're better at dead cells than I am, but I think I've got sound theories. I like to think that it's a little self-inflating. I think I'm like a young Sir Isaac Newton here, a young Charles Darwin or something like that. And I'm like, hey, what do you think about this theory of evolution? And everyone's like, you know, Leibniz and Lamarck are there like, you idiot. That's not how calculus/evolution work. You're a moron. And I'm like, I'm right, but I can't prove it yet. That's what I'm trying to get the skills to prove that my theories are correct here. And it might take us some time, but I believe, man, I believe we're gonna get there. The raw skill feels like it exists. Electric Whip 3. Damage dealt ×2, damage received ×2. Basically can't take it right now. I haven't taken any levels of, that arrow saved us. I haven't taken any levels of, health yet, so I'm very wary about that. This will be our first level of health for certain. I'm trying to get a little strength as well, because as many people have pointed out, and I'm sure you're aware, 2 minutes ago, strength is the determining factor in making sure that your shields don't break, and I really do believe in the concept of shield meta. I'm getting a lot of people tweeting me, and you'd be amazed at how even the split is, from people that say shields are useless to people that say shields are god tier. And they all say the same thing. I've beaten the game, so you should listen to me. You know, it's a very smart idea to surround yourself with people that are smarter than you are. Magnetic Grenade 2. It's exactly the same, except this does extra damage against burning targets, which we can't guarantee. So I think we'll stick with what we got. Bet on inertia for now. So I'm not trying to say that any of these people are wrong. In fact, what I'm saying is that, if anything, it speaks very positively to the design of dead cells. If both people who think shields are bad and people who think shields are amazing are able to construct a run that, you know, fits their specific criteria for success. I feel like, you know, I may be a shield boy. Said see you later, boy. So I'm gonna keep leveling up strength. I mean, if all we get out of it is bonus damage, then life's good. If we also get the ability to actually use our shields on future floors, then even better, dude. So this cluster bomb, I'm gonna heal up. Smart idea. This cluster bomb magnetic grenade combo seems to be working relative gangbusters right now. Wow. Complete accidental secret. It'll get the job done. Don't even sweat it, dude. And, you know, the magnetic grenade holds enemies in place while the swarm of biters, like, craps on them. Seems like great news to me so far. Excuse me, how could you attack when you were in the throes of the magnetic grenade? I would like to replace the blood sword, if possible, though. Now, we don't have to go to the old sewers, but I'm kind of okay with it. I'm assuming that difficulty scales with loot as well. So the more difficult something is, the more loot you gain as a result of going for it. So we're going to go for this 4th level of healing. Didn't use too many potions there, which is good. And I wouldn't mind replacing our whip as well. I don't think I understand fully how to use it as effectively as I might like. If you don't take the elevator down like that, by the way, I'm sorry to let you know, but you're a little B with a little P. So you gotta send the elevator down and then you do a jump slam attack after it. I mean, I don't make the rules, okay? If you're mad about it, feel free to be mad about it. Like, Paul Reiser and Helen Hunt, but it's not going to change the fact that this is how we do it. Thank you. I need my HP back. Alright, we didn't recover as much as I'd like. And we didn't deserve to recover as much as we did, but at least we're back in the saddle again here. Let's do a little mummy rub. Mummy rubs tend to lead to loot. Assault Shield 4. Poison enemies when you parry, freeze enemies when you parry. The whip definitely seems like a secondary to me, so I think this is the proper way to roll with this. Dude, no. I know what you're saying. NL, being a little baby. You gotta do some cursed weapons. Or cursed chests. One day. One day I'll feel confident. What about my recent performances makes you think that today is that day? That's all I want to know. It's totally working. Ooh. Ease up on the throttle there a little bit. Thank you. Okay, so you're probably dead. There's a flashbang back there that I'm excited by. I'm telling you, biter combo is pretty good here, but flashbang 6! Dude. I think, I kind of like the one with the swarm of biters. I think I've got a case to be made there. Let's go back to full HP. And we killed an elite enemy. That should be the hardest thing we have to do on this floor, probably. Like, the biters even destroyed Shield Man there. I know we have not parried after getting that item that gives us a huge bonus to parrying. Poisons and burns enemies on parry. That was extremely close. That was not a parry. That was just hitting him with your shield. This, I completely think this is doable. Like, we could beat the boss with this combination here. You got Phaser, +1 health, a swarm of biters crawls from your victim. Admittedly, Phaser seems good, but you know, +1 health is a solid upgrade, I think. But I'm liking the combination that we've got at the present moment. I think I'm going to take a level of health, even though skills is apparently OP. Keep everything pretty balanced here. 3 levels of health, 2 levels of strength, 3 levels of skills. Don't mind being here right now. I'm not sure if we've explored No, we haven't explored everything down here. That would be ridiculous. I'm, like, more than content with the quality of this run right now, though. Yeah, just walk right... Well, just walk right anyway. What could be the problem, right? Usually that means there's something over here, though. Often a teleporter indicates that as well. Okay, what kind of sword? Spiteful sword. Enemies explode upon death. Inflicts a critical blow if you've been hit recently. Oh, you gotta go for the rapier. We got 17 gold extra. Wonderful. Okay, so now I've got the build. You know, this is a lot of damage, and I feel like it's not inconceivable that I could beat the boss with this build. As long as we play our cards right. Also, we could die on this floor. I do want to, you know, make sure that that is known. I don't think I'm invincible right now. Great time for a carrot, actually. Oh! Not good, not good. Easiest money of all time. I think we gotta dump the shield. As much as I'm actually, like, quite fond of the build that I think we have right now, the shield is the thing holding us back, just because I think we benefit from not playing a defensive game. Like, at the present moment, it doesn't seem like that's the right course of action for us. Dude, I'll take the health, don't get me wrong. Like, we've got so much damage output. This is, like, straight up get these guys killed as soon as possible territory. Help. No, we're good, we're good. Ice Grenade 4? It's gotta beat Cluster Bomb 2, even though Cluster Bomb 2 has also been great for us. You know, more damage output, more goodness. No way up from there? No. I mean, I'm gonna miss the Cluster Bomb, to be honest with you, but have to feel that we're in the right here. It's an elite enemy. Let's go for it. Don't let the elite enemy get you down, dude. Like... And by get you down, I mean don't underestimate them. Oh! Like, they can do some serious stuff, dude! I'm just stalling until the ice grenade comes back. Did he actually just say YOLO? We killed him. Okay. All the damage you take is also dealt to enemies, and you hurt, you drop a grenade when you roll. Decent, decent, decent. We're out of heals, but we did kill some optional, fairly difficult enemies here. I wouldn't sweat the damage that you took too much. I thought I saw a secret over there as well. I also don't feel bad about using all of our heals already, because it's been a long floor. Like, we've explored a lot of this floor. He's gonna die. I don't know what's gonna kill him, but he's gonna die. I was like, something, swarm of biters, something's got him. There's no doubt, right? That probably wouldn't have killed us, but it would have done some nasty damage, so. Come on. Lucky grenade. I'm willing to go for it. Oh. They always hit me on that one a little faster than I expect, but we healed up pretty good. I'm not sure if this can ever be an exit. I don't know how they generate floors in this game, basically, is what I'm getting at. Ooh, you know what? I don't mind buying a scroll of strength here. We got 52 cells and 52 gold. That's oddly satisfying. It's a little dicey in there, but we made it through. Look at that, free carrot. Dude, the sewer never ends, man. Damage is coming along. I think this should be an acceptable combination to beat this upcoming boss. To be honest with you, we can't die on that boss more often, because already people laugh at me. They go, you know, hey, what's the biggest problem for you in Dead Cells? You know, this is a question that comes up all the time in my home life. What's the biggest problem for you in Dead Cells? Totally not making up this anecdote. And then I say, oh, it's the boss on the Black Bridge. And they laugh and they say, you're hilarious. But for real, what is it? And I say, no, you don't understand. And they go, oh God. Maybe we don't need to freeze enemies, and instead we go for the grenade that does triple the damage. So this should take us to the Black Bridge, I think. Which means that this is basically the moment of truth as far as this run goes. We are definitely going to unlock the next level of heal. And then we also have enough to get the next level of damage. What are we using right now? We're using the rapier, which cannot be upgraded again? Can be upgraded again. Let's go for it. Maybe they'll give us a better one just for getting it here. They did not. I really thought they would give me one. For real? None? Alright. But 4 heals, I mean, that's something that's going to be extremely useful for us as the game progresses. I mean, what do you want me to say about this guy? We fought him infinity times. The only thing you have to worry about is the jump attack. If you're able to work your way around the jump attack, you actually have, like, literally nothing to worry about. Like, so far it's easy, but it's always easy at the start of the fight. Bad start, bad start. Good time to throw a grenade and then recover a little HP. Like, level 1 poisoning actually does 0. Didn't recover as much HP as I'd like, but the problem with this fight has never been being ground down. It's always been getting hit once and, like, dying as a result. Now you want to take a chance to just heal up. You know what? It only gave us 50 HP, but that's all we needed it to do. So I'm trying to use the flashbang. That was not smart. To interrupt the flying attack. That's fine. Stalled him. Continuing to stall him. Don't even sweat it, dude. Easy money. Greatest fight we've had against that guy for certain. So we're going to head to the fjords, and this is where things are going to start to get a little dicey, potentially, but what can I say? I can't complain about that boss fight. That went very well. This door was sealed 7 minutes ago, so you got to get there in like 15 minutes or something. Well, you got to get there in 11 minutes in-game, I suppose. 12 cells. What do you do with 12 cells? I don't know, man. Like, there's some upgrades we can get for 10, so maybe we might as well. What do we like that's 10 right now? Flammable sword for 6. Alright. Then, like, throw 4 into the regular whip. We need some more blueprints. If there even are many more. So far this run's popping off, and you know what? It's popping off without the existence of a great secondary weapon. Skills are good, don't get me wrong, even though I'm probably not using them as much as I should, but we are at present lacking, that was so dumb of me. Lacking a good secondary. Mostly, I'm not even sure if our shield can even block attacks at this point. Now, one of these doors will allow us to get to the second floor of the fjord, which is a strange sentence to say. Good. 344 damage. It does less on hit after a roll, but it does more damage consistently. This might be the wrong call. It kind of compromises the play style, but we'll see. Wow. I mean, no one to blame but myself there, but let's heal up. It's like less of a punish style, more of like, you know, just raw damage output. But I actually think it's maybe better. And the reason is we can stack up bleed charges like crazy. But I'll admit, both could be considered maybe good plays here. Oh! See ya. Although, to be fair, if we're gonna punish them, or if we're gonna hit them with them being flashbanged, we might as well just hit them with the rapier. But okay, extra damage on a burning target, extra damage on a bleeding target. I mean, cluster bombs against a bleeding target seems sensible. Replace the regular grenade. The reason being the flashbang, I think, is useful for control if we're in a terrible situation. Oh! You're not dead, huh? Oh, the other thing was we can bleed the target, so it seems like you hit him, cluster him. Then you get the extra damage bonus out of it. So, like, hit, flashbang, cluster is our style here. Ooh, strength upgrade. Don't mind if I do. So you hit, flashbang, cluster. I really thought it would only go to the spot where he had previously been. So far, we're doing okay on the fjord, but there's work to be done for certain. Can't get anything here. So if you're not familiar with, like, what happens on the fjord, first off, what happens on the fjord stays in the fjord. Secondly, I hate cannonball. Man! Secondly, well, I mean, really, firstly, because what happens on the fjord doesn't stay in the fjord. It goes up on YouTube. Didn't recover enough HP. Let's heal up. You want to go through doors. Eventually, you find a door that has a second floor. He didn't catch it, so it went all the way. These guys thought of everything. Anytime an enemy looks like it's about to hit, I pop the flashbang. That's the way it's got to go. I feel like I've maybe taken, like, all of the worst possible upgrades. Like, let me put it this way. I feel like the upgrades that I thought were upgrades have not actually been upgrades. They have been, like, lateral moves at best. Dude, you're never going to hit me like that. I'm not mad about it because it's, like, great news for me, but, like, you're shooting bombs at nothing, man. That felt great. Almost got hit, but it felt great nonetheless. So, what are you trying here? What do you think's gonna happen? Oh my god, every freaking time. The Axemen aren't even that bad. I'm just an idiot. So I think level up, straight up, level up strength. Skills also, I think you got a great case for leveling up skills, don't get me wrong. But if we're gonna go for a raw damage build here in the form of effectively not taking the rapier anymore, I think you gotta follow up by upping your overall damage. Okay, that exploded right on top of me because I'm a moron, and then I'm almost dead, but we're not gonna die. Instead, this looks like a door that could lead to the upper side of this area. So you hit, you flashbang, you cluster. Okay, I have 18 HP. And that's our final heal, so be more careful than you've ever been in your adult life. Oh! Why is the Axeman mind flooding me so hard? Like, it's just purple enemies, apparently. Yeah, so this is our second floor, which means that if we make it through this section, we get to go to the next area, which I don't believe I've ever been to. That still hit me, huh? Where'd you go, buddy? So I have no idea where we're supposed to go. Oh, once we get up here, I'm probably... I thought, I knew it. I was like, I'm eating it up here, there's no doubt. But hey, that was a good run. Progress made. We only lost 29 cells, no big deal. hopefully encouraging for the future. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.